then you can have all of this. He set a precedent contractually. Got his ass whipped last week by the backup quarterback.
Shout out to
the Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was just about to say that. Shout out to the Cowboys. Hey, shout out to the Braves.
Shout out to the
relax. Wait,
it was Glavin. That's who it was.
Are we live?
Slow down.
I mean, are we?
We'll get there, yeah.
It was Maddox and it was Glavin. It was Smoltz.
We got a superstar back.
Oh yeah, I'm the superstar.
No.
No, it was a star. It was a star. I added.
Star.
I added.
Shit.
Added. My bad.
Damn.
And I just don't understand, even as a star, why I would have to fill out a PTO absentee form.
Ooh, I like that.
Just saying. I just feel like
You were the star, but I'm still the owner.
Now you're the owner.
Now, supreme leader.
slave master.
There's a lot happening. A lot.
Supreme leader to slave master.
A lot has happened.
Wait.
No.
First of all, you
Did you
joined
record
here.
that? Did you record that?
I obviously can't
I want that on
leave.
record.
That's on the record right there. I obviously can't leave. Because
Nigga just turned to Joe Budden.
New
This nigga just turned to Joe Budden, my nigga. It's like, yo, he's about to fire one.
Rory, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be
And
here.
he said that with conviction.
This dude's crazy.
Pop, he said that with conviction. I'm the owner.
Bub, nigga said it like he practiced it in the mirror. In the mirror,
Y'all
he said that shit.
employees, yo, get it straight.
Let you
Fill
know
out the
something.
fucking PTO and shut the fuck up, man.
Don't worry if I write rhymes. I write checks.
Damn, did he?
I didn't mean
Wow.
that. I didn't mean that.
You
That was
sure?
good. Yeah, that was good. It was a joke.
That shit came out hard, though.
You could miss me with that. I didn't mean that shit, bro. That shit came from your soul just now, bro. That shit came from your gut. You didn't think that. You felt that.
I'm the owner.
Fucking owner. You may be. You may be a star.
First of all,
But I'm the owner. That's what he said.
First of all, when I
I
speak
play
of
for the team I own.
when I speak of I really mean we.
Oh,
But I just said
yeah.
I. This is the first.
Because it's mad eyes and we.
I've never heard anybody say
Yo,
this.
I feel like I'm in a relationship right now.
I'm
No,
just saying.
nigga, first of all, you're not in a relationship. A relationship goes both ways. I own you. You in a situationship at best.
Right.
At best.
I've never heard anybody try to retract an I statement and say,
man.
when I say I mean we.
Doesn't that sound like a toxic relationship?
we.
That doesn't sound like a toxic relationship. Like, hey, babe, when I say I, what I really mean is we.
Like, I paid for this shit. But
we
got it.
We got it.
We got it.
You know what I mean.
I got air. That was... Well, I'm glad that we got niggas back in check this week. Right on, brother.
My fault. I apologize.
You sure?
Don't apologize for your feelings.
No.
It's all right.
Facts.
You ain't gotta apologize for that. Keep it real. That's what this whole podcast is about. You keep it real.
You're right. You're right. But I'm just saying that wasn't real.
Can I just know when my contract's up? I just need to know when I can renegotiate.
Oh, man.
From being owned.
man.
This nigga said, ain't no renegotiation.
Damn.
Slavery, nigga.
Was that in the terms and conditions?
Whoa, wrong song.
Yo, was that pretty
Right
Ricky?
with me?
That was definitely pretty
Wrong
Ricky,
song.
right?
Wrong song.
Alex.
Yo, he got a new haircut, bro.
It's different right now, bro. It's different right now,
Was that-
dog. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on.
Was you
bro.
playing that song somewhere else you wasn't supposed to know about?
He said, oh, my bad. That wasn't for tonight.
I don't know what's going on right now. Was that part of a playlist we were supposed to be a part of?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that part of the rub off playlist?
I was so down with the R&B until that.
You didn't like that song? That's a good
Yo,
song.
you press that
That is a
button
good
again
song.
and riding my pony pops on, I'm out of here. It was Shine talking about.
What happened to Jenny from the block?
She went to Jenny from the Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Affleck. She went from the block to Affleck. 100%. But it wasn't what he did. It was how he was responding to being arrested. His response was, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. All I need you to do is say, you'll watch me.
Wait, what?
That's what it was. The judge wanted Jay-Z to take responsibility for Bean's whereabouts.
His whereabouts.
And he said, I can't do that.
Yeah, because Beans was, I guess, uncontrollable.
Because it's fucking Beans. But it leads me to a good question now that I'm surrounded by my brothers and my owner.
Yeah.
And my owner. Should I end up in a situation like that and I'm facing about the runtime, who's taking responsibility for me?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Somebody owns you.
I mean, Alex
Sounds like your responsibility, bro.
No.
Alex is your own dog.
Falls on your lap.
Bro.
By I meant we.
Well, again.
By I meant we.
Oh, because it's we-fi. That's the I in we.
It's us, so
whatever.
it's not just me.
So which one of y'all character witness?
What does that mean, though? What does that mean? When that happened to Beans, what does that mean? Assume responsibility for this person. Like that means that you're responsible for their actions.
If I can't find Reem, I can call you, and you will be able to find Reem.
It's
And
almost like
have him report
supervisory.
back.
I feel like, as your brother, that I would take that responsibility.
Thank you.
I feel like I could do that.
That's our owner.
So usually what happens when guys come home on probation or parole,
I feel like we need to have a conversation.
they have to have a living situation.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's almost like, for me to accept that responsibility,
I need to have a conversation.
would be tough, right? But like also, you would have to live with me.
Al.
No.
Is it
No,
the
I'm
loud?
thinking
Is it feedback.
If part of that is part of the responsibility, if I can't put eyes on you, at least some of the time,
Yeah.
like if you live in your own space, I have to say no.
I think it's just our headphones.
Yeah, all right. It don't even
No, but
matter if I can put eyes on you.
I hear you.
I can watch you
But-
still do the most ignorant shit ever.
No,
I got to answer for it.
Well, what if we can have a conversation and I can be like, hey, bub, I will be responsible for you as long as three things can happen. Like, I can, if I'm ever contacted, I have a phone number, whether they have it or not, but I have a phone number that you could be reached at all the time.
You got to pick
One.
it up.
Fam.
Bat phone.
If not, I'm telling. If not, I'm snitching, bro. If none of these three conditions can be met,
I'm calling the feds.
I'm snitching.
Yep.
If we can agree with that,
I also want
Then
to
I got
put
your back.
into
'Cause I think-
context is that
Yeah, but nothing happened.
This is pre-conviction, right? There is no. This is the trial is going on, and it's like character witness. If you sign on to be like my sponsor,
Remind me again. What was he going in?
but you're not going to jail after this, are you? If I
he's
don't take up
going to jail.
A shooting.
He went to jail.
I'm gonna prevent. I'm gonna do everything in my power for you not to go to jail.
Oh, wait a minute. If
Okay,
if Reem
again,
is shooting, then
if
You were
if-
shooting?
This is what I'm
No, that's what
saying,
Beans-
bro.
that's what
if
Beans
Reem
did.
is shooting,
I'm out of control. So now you stand on the stand and you say, "Yo, I hold him down throughout the
Bean said,
duration
nigga,
of the
what for
trial."
Rockefeller?
and then-
Nigga, I'm Rockefeller.
Out of control
Rockefeller.
to the point where, yeah, well, you
Yeah,
say that.
unpredictable. I'm unpredictable, bro.
Can't- Yeah, but to the point where you gotta go to.
I'm not picking up the phone whenever you
fam?
call, bro. I'm that unpredictable. I don't give a fuck
Beans
about
just said
that.
in the song, I'm never going to jail again. Beans will shoot you. And Beans is in the back of the video like,
see,
I know.
See,
I know.
See?
I
See?
know.
What's the
But,
problem with
but
that?
that doesn't. That
You
that
can't-
makes me.
no, Beans bought into
That
it.
makes me.
Jay, I heard you
Feel like you bought a little
but
bit of that consequence.
It's like influential, man.
1,000%.
Very influential.
1,000%.
You got the biggest person in the world telling you that you're the shooter. Of course you're the shooter.
But guess
man.
what, though?
Bang bang, baby.
The decision that he made resulted in him becoming a billionaire. And Beans is still all right.
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm just saying.
Beans will tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
I'm just saying.
If he wasn't in his feelings,
I would have a conversation about.
I'm not trying to change you.
I'm not.
Just give you some game.
I'm not. I'm. Like, I would have a conversation. I'm not saying that Jay-Z did anything wrong here or that Beans did anything wrong. Well, obviously, he shot somebody.
Expecting him to do
Obviously,
something different, Beans was not wrong for expecting Jay to do something
Yeah.
different.
I'm just
Hell no.
saying that
Right.
I think I would entertain a conversation about what it means, what the judge is asking me to do, the position that I'm in, and that position that you're in. Like, yo, if I decide to say no right now, you're going to jail. You're going to prison, bro.
Yep.
Neither of us want that shit for you.
No, I could make a ton more money if you were not in prison.
Maybe.
So we got to talk about
Nah,
these three
Bean was on,
conditions.
He might shoot somebody else again.
Yeah, we gotta shut that down.
Right.
Because I'm snitching.
from the action part, but from a
So I'm telling,
monetary
bro.
perspective, Beans drops another fucking close to classic album.
I'm having a Tell on Beans
Better for
campaign.
Rockefeller.
If you see him do something stupid, tell him.
I'm showing up with. I got footage. Yeah, if you see
fam,
Beans
I'm gonna
outside,
need you to straighten up, man. There's millions of dollars on the line, and the opposite of that is prison.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Prison.
But part of this is
Fam,
like, Beans,
no.
this
we
is-
gotta get it together.
This is
bro.
on you, bro. This is not really
I hear
on
you,
me,
I hear you.
right? Like,
I
so
didn't
it's
commit
like,
the crime.
so it's like, I agree with you, Cobb. If you said these 3 things have to be met, right? Because now you gave Beans an option, right? And you said yes, Beans. You said yes to these 3 things.
It's a tough question to be put on the spot on, or about.
Absolutely.
About another man. How are you responsible for another man's responsibility for another man's life that you didn't raise?
But I don't think it's that tough when you factor in your relationship with that person. Like
that's
for
where-
for
that's
you
where I'm
three,
with you.
Our assumption of their
That's it.
relationship.
Right.
for you three right now, I would have no problem.
That's- and that's-
if the difference between jail and no jail.
And that's my point. That's what I was getting at. When you talk about you being our brothers, like I'm easily gonna say, yeah, I can do that because I know you.
I know exactly how much stupidity you'll get
I know
into.
you.
Right.
So again, like I don't know the relationship where they were at that time, but and I know perception is not reality, but perception.
Think about something we love to do. One of us. Think about something one of us loves to do. And then think about a judge saying, hey, Alex, are you responsible for having David not be able to touch another bottle of bourbon for another year and a half?
Something illegal or violating of the conditions of his release.
Yeah.
Something that we
Rhode
love
Island didn't
to
pass
do.
the weed law, so you can't.
Right. You can't smoke weed again.
Yeah, and you are responsible for David's habits over.
You
this
need
law.
to ensure that
And
David doesn't have a
But
negative piss test.
I'm also pretty sure there was a curfew
You
involved.
mean
There's
to
usually
tell me you don't need
curfew
at least
involved with house arrest.
even though you love David, you still need to have a conversation.
Oh, yeah, weed all the time, bro.
I'm with the,
Dave, how
I'm
are
with the
you gonna quit?
conversation.
How are you going to do this?
Tell me.
Are you even interested?
Hypothetically
Are you
speaking,
even
right?
interested
It's
in
like, Dave, if I know you to smoke weed all the time, how are you going to stop so that when you violate, if you violate anything, it's not on me?
Yeah, I'm not impaired.
Right.
How do we get through this, bro?
I'm with you.
Oh, it
I'm
was
with you.
completely impossible at that time.
I'm not
Beanie
gonna-
Siegel was that. I remember.
How old was Jay at this time, too? Like, Jay was in his
the
early 30s?
nigga's about
I don't know. He was like
78
40.
now.
It was
No, he
definitely-
wasn't.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't
It wasn't
40
that
then.
old. It was like 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
It's more than that.
Bean wasn't 2011, bro. We're talking like 04.
No way.
The
Wasn't the
truth?
radio on?
So this is rock breakup.
Yep.
This is the beginning of rock breakup.
Yeah,
When
this
was
is
Rock- when
pre-Rihanna.
was Rock breakup?
This is pre-Kanye. Kanye just got on the scene, and Kanye's like,
Am I fucking up here?
So
Yeah,
just think
no
about
way.
this is
This is pre-Rock Nation, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I remember Drake saying he
100%.
wanted to sign to The Rock, right?
Right.
And Drake came out probably 09, 08, 09.
Yeah, no, this is
So this is like
this is
6,
the beginning.
7.
This is like
Yeah.
when
6,
that song
6,
you just
7,
played, 6, 7.
Yep.
2006,
Nah.
2007.
I have no problem
So
being honest with my
how old
niggas.
is Jay in 2006, 2000?
Nobody knows how old Jay-Z is. I bumped into
Him and
nigga one
Nas are
time.
like 4.
Yo,
Punch me in the chest.
Shout out to
Nigga told me
Jay-Z.
I'm 155 years
Shout
old.
out
I
to
don't know.
Jay-Z's hair.
Maybe 50.
Got it though, didn't he?
Shout out to Jay-Z's hair.
Fuck.
Yeah.
If they tell me that's a wig, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I love rock star shit.
I can do whatever I want.
I love rock
He's
star
inducted.
shit.
He's inducted.
Yeah, he's a rock star.
Inducted and sending flowers.
Shout out to whoever sending flowers to Dame. So I know we don't see eye to eye, but can't diminish me.
Yo, you know something? That says a lot to me. That says a lot about.
What does it say?
Doesn't it speak to humankind?
Can we enter?
Oh
Induct Jay.
yeah,
Induct-
yeah.
no,
no! What episode
Started
is
that
this?
podcast,
That's
man. Quick.
but that's not.
That too. Double entendre.
Double entendre.
Double
Episode,
entendre. There you go.
episode
That was an
164?
accident again.
Cuatro. I missed the last one.
164.
164.
164.
164.
Yes,
The
sir.
boys are back together. The stars here. We doing it big again.
We found out we had an owner.
Again.
Bye.
Yeah.
We've been owned.
I
We've been owned.
mean,
Who's really a
we.
star?
Yeah.
We've been bought out.
Yeah.
Who's really a star?
By I mean
when
we.
Thanos controls the whole fucking universe.
He got all
Who's
the
really a
Infinity
star?
Stones all of a sudden.
And let it not fall.
You're almost a superstar, which you know what that means to me? That means that he's buttering you up.
I feel that.
You're going to get a promotion, then
So
all of
it's
a sudden you're going to be barking
contract
at all
negotiation
the
time. Unless you go to contract negotiations.
I'm about to start
fam, something's
having
gonna
the
happen. Something's gonna
capability
start happening.
to review y'all talking points.
Yeah,
Like, bump it up through me,
Yeah.
and then as the star, I'll send it to Thanos.
Maybe it's not a bad idea to start editing.
Yes. The way you guys
You know what
approach the
I'm
mic.
saying?
We don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
No, not at all. Please, I would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the owner's haircut.
Oh, we gotta do all that.
Man, yeah, we gotta do all of that.
I don't know.
Boy,
You got a haircut too. You got a haircut too.
You look like you got
Clean.
into the rhythm of the night,
Clean.
nigga.
Yo,
Dancing to the
night.
morning light. What?
Yeah, it was time. It was-
Yo, I cut my hair.
100% the rhythm of the night.
No waves came back.
You know, now that you say that,
You cut your hair, your shit is
I went to go Google
Questionably.
how to. I went to go Google how to
C-said.
get waves, and it was too much of a process. So I'm not doing all that.
Yo, you
That's-
know what?
That's a process.
I'm taking your black card back right now.
You know how much I went through to try to get
Did
waves?
this nigga just say
I'ma tell
I
you-
tried to
I'ma tell you-
Google how to get waves?
I'ma tell you how
That's
much I
not
went through.
something anybody of color should say.
I don't know how to do
Oh,
it.
I did that at a very young
It's
age.
a brush
No, it doesn't
It's
work
some
for
wax.
everybody. It doesn't work for everybody.
and it's a
Well, look at
do-rag.
his braided hair, though.
It doesn't work for
But he
everybody.
already got the waves. Just use the brush. You need the brush with the double sides, the hard side and the soft side.
And then you
use
gotta
the hard side.
And then you
a
got to
lot.
keep doing it. Like, nah, that's too much. I don't. That's why I cut my hair to begin with. Like, because I wasn't maintaining my hair. So now I got to brush my hair like 4 times a day. How much?
You don't even know how therapeutic it is. Just sitting there. Look above. See the natural
There is
stroke
a
right
natural-
there?
yeah, there is
It's
a
a
natural-
natural stroke. This nigga's thinking
I
about
actually thought
all
he had a
kind of
brush.
geopolitics.
I thought he had a brush.
world life crisis.
Yeah, you gotta-
Yeah.
His own internal feelings. He's
You're right.
Sometimes you don't even switch hands. You just
Nope, you go on the other side. You loop around. It don't feel right with the left. Like
Wow.
beating off. Don't feel right with the left. Hey, man, brush your hair, bro. That's all you gotta do. You've been blessed.
Jay-Z got an Instagram page too.
He been had one.
had one.
He only
He
posts
made his first one.
once
First
every
post.
12 fucking
No, he got one post on there.
Oh, okay.
because his show is coming out
The movie
tonight.
came out
no?
today.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the hard way to.
Something. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna watch it on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
because it has a ton of my favorite
Great
actors.
actors. Great actors and actress.
Definitely got it. My girl Boondocks.
Regina King.
Regina King is in it.
Oh, so you were saying? I'm sorry because we had to introduce the
my
pod.
bad.
You were saying something
and we
about
had to talk about your hair.
and that,
What was
that
that
too.
What was that saying?
Well,
The
Jay-Z?
growth.
Oh,
Growth. That says something to you when he did the apology.
yeah.
Not apology,
Yeah.
but the
It just
recognition.
Acknowledgement.
It
Yep.
speaks volumes about whatever it is that Jay-Z and Dame Dash actually had. Right? Like
It wasn't lost.
They're in the middle of a lawsuit right now.
Right.
Lawyers are in the middle of something, aren't they?
Because he wants to
I think
sell
it's
the
settled.
Reasonable
It's
Doubt
settled already.
album
Dame won.
as an NFT.
something is happening.
Dame won.
Dame won?
Yeah.
He won.
Dame owns enough rights of the first album he ever produced.
Okay.
To sell it
All
as an
I didn't know
NFT.
that. I didn't know that was.
I don't know if he
actually
won,
settled.
but that was the lawsuit.
I think it's. I believe it's.
But even the fact that a sentence, right, showing, because I don't think that there was an apology, but I think
No
there was an acknowledgement of there's not, we may not see eye to eye
Right.
on certain things, right,
But I can't diminish your accomplishment.
and then immediately after that, Dame Dash being like, all right, let's squash everything.
So
It shows
Maybe Dame was waiting. That's what he
Is
was
it?
waiting for.
it shows
does it though?
something is happening.
A process is happening.
Is it not calculated a little bit
I don't know.
on Jay's side?
I don't know.
On Jay's side, is
I
it-
don't know.
What would
This
be
is-
what would be the strategy?
I don't
on
know.
this?
Talk to me.
Here's the win, right? And I'm gonna think about it really quickly, so don't take it as Bible. Jay-Z's getting inducted into the Writers Hall of Fame,
Yep.
right? Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Right.
He takes the time in the middle of a lawsuit to acknowledge the people who helped him get there.
Yep.
Got that. Dame Dash never wrote a lyric in his life.
Nope.
So it has nothing to do with his executive production
Or songwriting ability.
But there may be some business that was done.
But does Jay get reasonable doubt without Dame?
That's what I don't know. Is there Rockaway without Dame?
Is there a part where it doesn't matter if I give him the recognition and he wins the lawsuit, but I have a public perception where I've been the bigger person? And there's intrinsic reward
But that's what
to
I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. When you look at Dame, when you look at a person like Dame, I don't know if we're saying the same thing. When you look at a person like Dame, what Dame wants has always been a public acknowledgement.
Yep.
That you fucked this thing up.
No, he didn't.
I think that's what Dame's wanted.
But
No, he
I don't
wants
think
to say you fucked it up.
that
Well, fucked it
acknowledgement
up
was-
for us, but you made it great for you.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Better. Way better said.
Right.
But I think even saying this, Jay didn't say that by any means.
Right.
Nope.
But what he was inclusive, right? Like, hey, because I'm here because you
Was
built,
part of that.
you were part of the foundation of the shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think that was enough, and that tells. To me, that's telling, man. That says way more.
It says
These
a lot.
motherfuckers
But
went through
again,
lawsuits with
when
lawyers.
when you say that, it says
and
a
there
lot.
was a sentence.
Who does it make you feel better about?
I don't
It
know.
makes you feel
can't
better
think
about
it that way.
Jay-Z.
I can't think.
No,
about
I
it
felt
that way.
good for Dame. Like I was like,
I think they're both. I think I feel better about both of them.
If Jay didn't
winning.
say it at all,
we don't.
if Jay just went up there and was like, "Thank you,
I
congratulations,"
don't think
we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
unless
Right.
unless because he did right after that shout out Biggs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about. He started off talking about how they started Rockefeller. He said that's hip hop. We started our own label. Now, him starting that, if he would have just mentioned Biggs,
You know his speech word for word?
no, I don't know word
Oh.
for word.
Why, you can play
There
it?
you go. But
Put it to a beat.
right.
Bubble spitter
All
right
right,
now.
Bubble guy.
But had he just mentioned Biggs and not Dame, I'd have been like, damn.
Exactly. But that's that part where it's like you get a ultimate win when you look like the person who's extending the first olive branch.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Perception wise, it's I want to give the flowers out to the people who
Because people are gonna automatically say, "Oh,
they
Jay
were
was the bigger
waiting for
person."
you to shit on Dame.
Jay was the bigger person. Than
Time out. So I don't know this. I don't know this at all. But are we assuming that Jay didn't extend an olive branch at all
I
in
don't
years
know.
prior?
I don't know.
Well, the lawyers didn't,
I don't know.
right?
Jay has mentioned Dame on albums,
Yeah.
right? In similar fashion.
Right.
But there was some
No?
negative
Not
shit
not
about it.
not
though.
after the breakup.
After the breakup, it was different.
No,
Dame made
okay,
his beat.
made a hove, make another hove.
I know that he's done that,
Right.
but in recent years, not
He's not
after
even
the breakup.
talking about Rockefeller no more.
No mention of Dame.
No mention at all.
Am I wilding?
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
444.
wild.
There's no Dame Dash in 444.
Any album.
But is
after-
but Blueprint 3 didn't have Dame? Wasn't there a
No, he
mention
talked about Dame on that
But
album
wasn't there a mention of
in
like
a bad way.
fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's still incredible for, to Dame's point, the culture,
Right.
where they're icons. They're fucking icons, right? There's nobody that was born between how old are you? 74
long
and
time.
83 that doesn't deem Jay-Z and Dame Dash as icons. Change the $1 million videos, which I found out after watching this Woo shit
Everybody-
that wasn't the first $1 million.
Everybody wanted to start their own label.
I wanted to pour vodka on strippers because of Dame Dash. Like, it's a fact. Like,
You was doing the dance. You wasn't doing the dance.
I almost joined the challenge, but I realized I had a son and a career. I couldn't do it. But so they're icons, and to see them at least in that moment, to your point, not bury it, but at least acknowledge neither one of them would be where they're at without each other.
And I think they're both.
It just speaks volumes as to what the beef is really about. And it may not be about what we all think it's about.
Right.
That's all I'm
crazy.
saying.
But
Yeah,
I also,
100%.
but I also think they're both in the same space now, right? Because
No,
let me finish.
it's a billionaire.
I'm not talking about money.
Oh, okay.
But Hove's reached he's reached where he's wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to excel even higher, but I think he's always said he's wanted to be this guy, right? To get to this status. Dame is talking about culture vultures, right? And how we allowed these people to come in like a Lyor Cohen,
Change the environment.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
be the vultures of the game. Jay is there too now, right? Like Title is supposed to be for the artist, right? He's doing all the social justice reform around incarceration.
Meek free.
And I think Dame is seeing some of that, right? And it's just like, okay, maybe Jay is talking
Yeah,
the language
I
I want to
initially
hear.
hated.
Yep.
But you're right.
Like,
They took two different paths
Right.
to impact.
Jay felt like money would be. I think Jay. This is my assumption. Jay felt like money would be the ultimate thing to help those.
Change.
Right.
Yep.
And then Dame was like, keep the integrity
Right.
of who you are.
Yep.
Right.
And again, two different paths, same goal.
Right.
And to Dame's point about like, yo, we don't need no lawyers. We can talk about this. I don't know how much that is just fluff for news
Right.
versus can they really sit in the same room?
Right.
But if they can sit in the same room and realize that they both achieve the same goal, money aside,
Right.
right? And they've done that.
But if you
I'm
watch
super
Jay's
happy
career, I
about
think
it.
a lot of things have come full circle. And I don't know who's made the initial reach out. Like him and Beans was going through it. And I don't know if it was more of Beans feeling hurt, right? And Beans said
He
it
said that.
on Drink Champs. Like, yo, that was my brother. Like, that's big bro. And so I can understand Beans' loyalty to Rockefeller. Like, yo, this is family. I'm willing to do. I'm a street dude. I'm willing
Ain't nobody
to do,
tell you stick nobody up. No.
right? But I
Oh, you told me I'm a shooter,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna shoot her.
right. But
Right raps,
No,
nigga.
Beans was a
Throw
shooter before
darts.
Jay said that.
I hear you.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying, right? Like, yeah, Jay, I got you. Right? And so you see all this, like, either amends being made between people Jay has had issues with. And I don't know who was the guy that initiated the issue or who had the problem, but whatever it was, you see all of these things coming full circle.
Fam, we're getting old, bro.
What I will tell you,
At the end of the day, right now, if anybody has beef with me, it's all right. It's over.
it's not even that.
It's over, bro.
to the point
Yeah.
where, yeah, that's a fact.
Don't tell
As long as-
don't tell that to Alpo.
Don't put your hands. Oh, hold on, time out. But I'm ready to talk about that.
We'll get there.
But
They're cold.
I'll tell you this:
We'll get there. We'll get there.
if Jay-Z and Dame Dash and Rockefeller put together one of these B2K Millennium concerts,
Yep.
Yeah, there.
front seat,
Oh,
100%.
bank is broke.
100%. Yo, Megatron's college fund
Yeah.
took a hit.
Yeah.
Took a hit. I'm outside.
Yeah, took a hit.
Now rock with me, baby. Wait. I'm back outside. Let it be at Madison Square Garden.
Everybody wins.
Definitely go.
Missy's like, you don't
Everybody
care about
wins.
these bills? No?
Nah, not this
Me
month.
and Reese in the front.
No.
Everybody
And they
wins.
can't even go. Y'all don't feel it that way. We feel it this way. Like, I'm out here. Rock with me, baby. Wait. I'm ready to go.
I got a feeling that, like, after,
It's coming.
After Dame posted that, I got a feeling
It's
whatever
coming.
show happens next, Dame's coming out with the
It's definitely going to
big
happen,
rock
bro.
chain. And just,
100% is happening. And we're missing a lot of beef shit. You know, niggas sound ODB, niggas sound Dipset, really didn't talk to Jay, whatever. Aside from the point. But now that you brought up Alpo, let me ask you this. Did you think his life would end any other way?
I didn't know he was still alive.
I
Yeah.
didn't know he was still alive.
I totally forgot about him, to be honest with you.
It's crazy.
I knew he came home. Obviously, it made social media and the tabloids.
When did he
But
come home?
He's been out for a
Couple years.
Can you remind me-
3 years?
Alpo was the one who.
Cameron.
He shot
Rich Porter.
Okay.
Then snitched on niggas in D.C.
DC. Because I'm going to be the king when I come home.
Then snitched on some niggas in New York too. But I so far.
But he
removed
shot
from
the
this.
dude that everybody loved,
Who was?
Rich
Rich
Porter.
Porter.
Okay.
Right. Rich Porter was the hood legend. He was saying,
It kind of put
but he lived
Alpo on
But he lived
to
in,
the crew.
all of them lived in like Harlem. Uptown.
but that's where he lived now.
No,
I don't know if he lived there. That's where he got shot.
That's where he got shot.
But that's not where he lived.
I don't know.
Okay.
This is where it's crazy, is because
That's crazy.
so my brother's still in New York, and he ironically enough knows Alpo's son. And he was telling me years back, Alpo's son got jumped. He got jumped because he's Alpo's son.
Imagine.
It probably was like a baby when he.
Imagine how I got to deal with all this shit because
he was 4. You know what I mean? Now he's like mid 25, mid 26.
He probably out here like, fuck that nigga too.
Still getting jumped by his dad shit. So my brother
gotta grow
knows
up
him.
like, this is my dad.
This is my dad. Yo, pound it. This nigga knows his Jay-Z album. And then he came home. He legally was not allowed to be in New York.
Who wasn't?
Alpo. When he got killed this weekend,
He wasn't supposed to.
he was,
Okay, so he
as
doesn't
part
live
of
in-
his
he doesn't live in
parole
Harlem.
and probation, he was not supposed to be there, but he was there.
Yeah.
They ran up on him and shot him. My question is, when you live that lifestyle,
How old was he?
56.
yeah,
I
55,
think it was.
56.
Young.
I think it was 56.
Young.
That's crazy.
But it's really old in that game. And that's my question is, did we really expect even if all you have is the fictional character from Paid in Full,
That's the only one that I have.
right?
I know.
Now there are real facts behind
Well, I used to read. I
never
read
watched
Don
that.
Diva all the time.
You never watched Paid in Full?
No.
Yo, you and Al are out of here, man.
What do you mean? I watched it. I watched it.
You said-
Now
you
check
said
it- check it out,
You
Carl.
said
Check
some
it out. Check it out.
anti-black
Check it out.
shit earlier.
What did I say?
I'm
That was
taking your
anti-black.
card.
Don't
I
say
can't
that
remember
shit.
right now. You said some,
said some
anti-black
anti-black
shit. You
fuck
out of
did I
here
say?
too. I think you said that you never heard Rhythm of the Night.
I definitely didn't say that.
Nah.
You're making shit up. You're making shit up right now.
Who hasn't heard of that?
I'm sorry. Sing it again. Sing it again. Sing it again. See this white boy right here? Get into the rhythm of the night, dance
Oh, you
until
talking
the
about the
morning
bar-
light.
the barge. Oh, okay.
Worry about the
different
see,
song.
if you were black,
Yeah.
you would have immediately went there.
Bob knew-
No,
Bob knew what
I
was
knew what he was talking about.
Now, I knew what you were talking about because I know the white girl's version of it.
I got you. Yeah.
Again,
Well, you know.
Yo,
if all you know is the fictional character,
the
of
fucked up thing is
Alpo.
that while you're propping up your black brother here last week because you didn't hear the podcast was getting on you because you were out.
What'd I say?
That's fine.
All right, that's
Why are we talking about that? We
No,
was talking about something else.
honestly,
just wanna-
honestly, the first thing he said was,
Yes, it is.
"Let's not talk about him." That was the first thing I heard. That part
You heard that part?
in the first 25
All right, so
minutes
then
of the
what I'm
episode.
gonna because I want to feel like I feel like snitching.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Alpo.
I feel like snitching
See
right
what
now.
happened to him, right?
All right, never mind. Did you just threaten me?
No.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I stated facts.
Get in the car.
He's never going to jail again.
Go ahead and be somewhere where you're not supposed to be.
You're never going to jail again.
Go ahead and jail again. Lock him up.
Yeah. Reem is gonna make sure you're not supposed to be somewhere you're not
But
supposed to
as
be.
you're saying, the fictional.
Do you not expect him to die
That's an
the way
interesting
he
question.
died?
That is
So,
an interesting question.
After all of this shit,
When
even
I-
if you only know it fictionally.
When you think about, so when you look, so you have to, so somebody will look at it at today's lens in the terms of snitching and seeing that people are quote unquote getting away with snitching and still living in society, right? But this
6ix9ine shit.
This is not today's.
No.
He's not from today's era.
Not at
He's
all.
from the '80s, right? Where guys from the '80s are still gangsters,
and they still have a problem.
and they still have, and now they got young boys,
Right.
right?
Who don't give a fuck about what you did in jail.
Right. All they know is you snitched. They might not even know the whole background, and you killed Rich Porter. They grew up like, yo, Rich was the guy. He killed Rich. Here you go.
You know, fix that for us.
Fix that. No problem. I need a rep.
You know what's crazy? I don't see any investigation going into this murder.
Oh, it just happened like yesterday.
I'm saying I still don't see why. Why expend city resources and detectives into this murder?
I would see why, but like you know, I agree to a certain extent. There might not be no full on right investigation, but like I think in his head, because like I know some guys. I know a guy who we all grew up with or grew up idolizing, and he was in his 40s and got shot and killed. Right, and so I think some guys, once you make it past a certain stage in the game, at a certain age, you probably feel like I made it.
See, and this is the part where I'm trying to get my teacher's assistant's license. I'm trying, you know what I mean? I'm trying to build some credit.
Well, I guess, and that kind of speaks to what I would think is, what are you doing now? Are you still trying to be in that game, or are you trying to?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what
I don't know what he was trying to do. But that is when you were talking about the 40-year-olds. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you still living that life? You still talking that, or have you moved past that and like, all right, well, let me try to. Maybe not make amends, but
bro, word on the street is since he been released, he committed another murder. He was slapping niggas around. And keep in mind, you're in a state you are not legally allowed to be in. Like, yo, like he said, when I come home, I'm still be the king. Nah, these young niggas don't give a fuck about that king shit.
So the story to that, when I was in Chicago, talking with, training the outreach team and talking with some of the young guys on the street, they said that, right? An OG came home thinking he's still the OG, right? Came home not knowing that the gangs are now fractured in Chicago, even if they're, say if you are a GD, right? You would think back in the 70s, GDs were all together. But once mass incarceration took place and they started pulling the OGs off the block and locking them up, GDs fractioned off into little subsets. Mm-hmm. And the OGs didn't like that probably for good reason, but thinking you're going to come home to this generation, walk up on the block in front of people, smack a young boy, and think you're going to get a pass. They said that young boy spun the block. Oh,
I'll be back.
Smoked him.
Again,
smoked the OG.
Just think about the narcissistic egotism you have to be like, I survived the streets when I was young.
Survived prison.
Got locked up, survived prison, back outside.
And just think about
whatever I
being
want.
A snitch, being a known snitch for killing somebody who people would say was important to Harlem, right? And he has family. Rich has family. He survived prison.
Why you not in Oklahoma?
And they get touched in prison.
Why you not in Oklahoma?
So he's probably like, if I didn't get touched in prison, I'd come home.
I go to Oklahoma, I start a farm.
But you're talking about the ego.
Exactly.
If you go off the fictional character, you see the ego in the movie.
It's embedded. Man.
Kermit the Frog face this nigga.
You know what's crazy is that I don't know if this should be like a rest in peace Alpo.
If he got family.
Well, prayers of strength to anybody impacted by his death. Right. I can say that.
I know that, and the actual movie, that scene fucked me up. It's like, damn, that's your man's. You killed your man's like that, and I don't know if that's.
A gave that to you?
No, that's the story in.
That's crazy.
The legend of it. That's it.
Isn't this
Rich Porter's nephew definitely got kidnapped.
So it's real. Okay,
that's 100%. Oh, his brother definitely got kidnapped.
Is this a teachable moment?
You'd hope.
For the culture?
You'd hope.
For us all?
There's a lot of teachable moments. What culture are you talking about?
Isn't this an important...
What culture are you talking about? Like drug game, streets?
Business, friendship?
We got to incorporate that drug game part because
drug game is very important.
It's different right now.
It's very important.
It's different right now.
Because that's what they was.
But isn't that important? Isn't it important to highlight exactly what we've been highlighting? Isn't it important to highlight the fact that people get into this game for a reason? That's important to highlight. B, it's also important to highlight the type of changes that you have to incur and the type of rules that you have to abide by while you're participating in this life. And then there's also these exterior rules that are not talked about, like, oh, I can snitch?
Kid. I guess you can in this era.
It's free will. No, in every era, there's been snitches since the game has been
Am I
invented.
lying? Like that can right?
Right.
That's true.
It's part
I
of
can snitch.
But
I
you
always
can
said
be
it's-
celebrated as a snitch.
I always said it's-
before they wasn't getting celebrated.
They got podcasts now.
Yeah, you can
But
get
I've always said
celebrated now.
snitching is part of the game.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. It's not exterior. It's
Yeah.
in the game.
You're not gonna exclude shiny suits.
No,
It's part of the game.
part of the game.
Whether you liked it or not, that was part of the game.
Part of the game.
So
My thing is
isn't
that-
it like?
The game has changed so much right
Isn't
now.
it teachable? Like, shouldn't this be?
Who's the
taught?
Who's the greatest drug dealer in America right now?
I don't know.
I know.
Pfizer, Moderna,
There you
and,
fucking go.
Johnson and Johnson.
Yo,
That
Them
what is that
motherfuckers.
family? That family.
the produce.
That motherfuckers.
Yo,
Right
yeah.
there.
That's what I'm saying. Shit changed now. That standing on the corner handing out rock, that shit's over with.
Nah, vaccinations, dog.
That don't exist. And then now it's not even like
Boosters.
having people pull up and giving them bags a dime of weed. That shit's over with too.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that you could really get rich is if you have a really low cost prescription pill. That's it. So outside of that, there are no more major drug dealers like that that aren't
moneymaker is
major
it's
drug
trafficking,
dealers.
trafficking people.
Right?
That's crazy.
That shit's over. Yo, has anybody watched Dope Sick?
No, I haven't
No, I haven't
got to it yet. I haven't got to it yet.
Yo, I will make a vow right now today. The Oxycontin pandemic was greater than the crack epidemic.
Oh, 100%.
By,
bad.
By like
bad.
100,000%.
I don't
Niggas
know.
had government backing,
I don't
bro.
know. I don't know if it was greater. It did a lot of bad things for fam. It did a lot. It did a lot of
But
bad
OxyContin
things.
is not causing mass incarceration.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
To who?
To white people, and that's why it's not being spoken about, bro. I mean,
They are still not overpopulating the prison.
Nope, definitely not.
no, we were locking niggas up first.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not mass incarceration was focused on a specific population during the crack epidemic.
Yeah, the CIA just came out with a report saying that the CIA was not responsible for the crack epidemic.
But do you know why? Of course. The response is hey, I was prescribed this. I'm not an addict.
Right.
I'm a patient. Whereas crack, you are an addict. But when you look into it, oh my God, this shit is. I had no idea. Watch Dope.
Yeah, it's like back. You have back pain. Now you got medication, and now you all of a sudden you get addicted.
You
and all of a
have
sudden-
back pain and accessibility to a grade 2 opioid.
Yeah, now that shit's in your cabinet, and now your son has access to that shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, all three of y'all are on an assignment. Owner, is this okay?
Dope sick.
I just want to
No, it's not
put
okay.
them on it.
Yeah.
Nah, you were on an assignment this week. This is not okay.
I would listen to you, but you're not the owner.
That's true. You shouldn't listen to me at all.
I'm telling you
I'm not
right
even
now.
a supervisor, dog.
Watch Dope Sick. I thought he said, look here, middle management.
I'm not even a
You will report to your director before you get to the owner.
God damn it.
But I thought that the
it.
shit was all bullshit. The more that I keep watching it, they're
practice in the
naming
mirror.
names like James Comey. Oh, we know who James Comey is, right? Yeah.
So I
Trump kind of politics.
yeah.
I just been promoted to supervisor.
You got it.
I would rather report to the black supervisor than
So what's your,
Than this guy.
So, Reem, so what's your recommendation? Everybody watch Dope Sick.
All I recommend is that y'all catch up
Come
because
on.
it's only going to
Gotta
take
watch that.
I don't want to
one
write you
episode.
up, so you have to watch Dope Sick.
It's only going to take one episode. Bro.
I like it. I like where we're going.
I had no idea the
have a problem with
impact
authority.
of this, bro.
I was like, I'm not.
And the one thing that the crack dealers didn't have that the pharmaceuticals do have, leverage to change laws, rules, labels. They made it okay.
It's capitalism.
I love it.
It's
Our
not
star's
cap-
back.
I love it.
His star is back.
Stars back.
Hey,
happy Halloween, man.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah,
Happy
somebody
Did y'all
Halloween.
get dressed?
No, I didn't.
Oh, we didn't even do our weekends yet. We've been
Hey, can I
into
ask
this
y'all a
shit.
question? Since everybody's offended.
We are?
Yeah. Why isn't anybody talking about hanging skeletons from trees?
I think it's terrible.
Who's doing that?
Everybody's
Everybody's doing that on Halloween.
Those are black people.
What is that?
When I see them, those
why,
are niggas.
why does that
hanging.
say boo? What is that?
Boo black?
Does that say trick or treat?
No.
What is
Say
that?
nigga treat.
That doesn't say Happy Halloween?
What are they doing?
I never thought about that.
What are they doing?
100%.
What's that?
Never thought about that.
I don't
What
fuck with
else is
Halloween.
that
I don't think I've ever seen skeleton being hung on a tree though.
Me either.
No, you never see it hung on a tree, but you see it hung.
You always see
They're
it
just
hung.
dangling.
I see
That's what
ghosts
they
and
do. They
spirits hung
dangling.
too.
Right.
Right? And,
What are they doing?
And guess
I
what?
don't know.
Most of them are draped in black.
But they're boo, right? Ghosts is a boo, so I can see why they hung from a string. But why do you have
That doesn't
red
sound
why do
scary.
you
fish,
have
blue
a
fish,
skeleton?
one fish,
Can you make
two fish.
Can you make the boo sound scary? Like,
He said, boo.
No. He already told you he doesn't like to be scared.
he said to go.
I don't fuck with Halloween at all.
Get that shit out of here.
I don't fuck with Halloween at all, bro.
That doesn't scream. Boo.
Shit is weird to me.
Nah, nobody got dressed. Nobody had any Halloween parties.
I mean, I was
I
flying
threw a
back.
Halloween party for the kids, for the community.
I handed out candy. And
I
then
wanted
went
to
out.
hand out. I wanted to hand out candy, but I didn't.
I love
Had
doing
about
that
20 kids or so.
Yo, kids knocked on your door?
shit. I love doing that.
That's the funny thing. I didn't see a single kid in my neighborhood. Not one.
You're supposed to keep a light on.
But no. But even I was in the living room though, and I still didn't hear nobody running around.
Sounds even scarier for
Well,
a
if they
kid.
didn't see any lights down this
This
end,
nigga with a
But I
clean
would
cut is
still hear
staring at
them.
me.
I would still
why would
hear
they
them.
come down this end if there's no lights?
The neighbors have lights.
Nah, but your block ain't known for handing out candy, bro.
Maybe.
First of all,
Maybe.
the begging aspect of it is enough for me. No, I'm done.
We know.
Not asking niggas for fucking candy. I buy candy for my kid if I want it. Yeah, I don't like the begging aspect.
Right.
Trick or treat. Nah, man, we got our own candy at home.
wait.
I don't know if I ever said trick or treat. You know why I'm here.
Yo, it's a different vibe. In where I grew up, Halloween was literally the equivalent of The Purge.
Damn. What the
In
fuck?
terms of what?
Just think about The Purge, the movie, right? You get dressed up in a costume,
Then you go
and you
and
get
kill.
to do the most, not kill, but the most devious shit you can think of. So,
Throw eggs.
eggs, frozen water balloons,
Yeah, frozen eggs.
at buses,
Oh, they be
at
lighting them
people,
I remember that.
up.
BB
I remember that.
guns,
Frozen eggs.
Yep.
razor blades and candy.
I think I did that one.
Shit like that.
I think I threw eggs.
Oh, I definitely did that.
Yeah.
I did it too. And now as an adult, I'm looking back. I remember us standing there at 2636 Richmond Terrace. And we would throw the egg ahead of the bus, hoping that the bus would drive into it and bust it on the window where this guy can no longer see the road. He has
fucking
a bus
dangerous.
full
And
of
then-
innocent people. What were
And
we
then you can't
doing?
you can't do the window. They hit the windshield. That shit makes it worse.
So we were stupid, I guess, because like you're thinking aerodynamics and
Oh,
how
100%.
we was in front of the bus, bow, 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 take off.
Did you get hit by the bus?
No.
Oh no, I was just a paying man and shit.
Yo,
I was throwing go routes. But hoping that it distracted his vision.
Mama.
Right,
If
that
you
was the
listen to
goal.
this podcast,
That was the goal.
Right.
Now as an adult, I'm like, man, fuck Halloween, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, but you're
you don't want the
supposed to
kids
do
to go through there?
Nah,
Go through that with
man.
themselves?
First of all, don't even dress up like nobody other than who you are. You nigga. I'm talking to Megatron just now. I'm talking to Megatron.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
I'm sorry.
So he wasn't dressed up?
Nah, he got dressed up. I was in Florida, my nigga. He was with his mom.
You wasn't around for that.
And he had the whole, and it's sweet though because he had on the DJ Marshmallow outfit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's polite. He's dope. He's gives positive vibes. But Halloween as a whole,
Who the fuck is
Fuck
DJ
that.
Marshmallow?
you know, the dude that got the white face with the X eyes,
Oh, okay.
DJ Marshmallow. Yeah, and he did all that. I'm trying not to take it from him, but at the same time, never needed it.
So I was
That
Florida.
shit is as close to Hanukkah as any other holiday to me.
How was Florida?
Oh man, we going to our weekends,
Yeah.
I mean, 2 hours in, but yeah, go ahead.
bro?
Fast weekend.
Shout out to my man Irvin and my friend Veronica. Congratulations on y'all wedding.
Congrats. Can we get a? Yeah.
Gotta use that game show one.
Irvin, Shout out to Irv because he fooled me for
Did he just
many
tell me
years.
what to do?
Huh?
Did he just tell me what to do?
Yo,
made a
see
suggestion.
what happened? See what happened when he tried to be supervisor?
I didn't that was you.
I made a
Telling me
suggestion.
what to do.
I ain't
Suggestion.
saying about that.
All right, I'm sorry.
That wasn't me.
So, Irvin fooled me for many years in thinking he was a black guy.
Black.
I mean, he is black, but like,
No, he's definitely negrito for sure.
100%.
When he breaks out that Spanish though, the crazy part, I thought Jamar was Spanish. I thought Irv was black. I talked to Irv. Irv's like, get up. I'm like, what the fuck? And Jamar's like, what the fuck? I'm like, nigga, don't you understand? He's like, no, nigga, I'm black. I'm like, what is he? Because he is leather black. Like,
shout out to Irv though. Blue Wave in the building.
Wedding was dope.
It was.
It gave you the vibes. You ready to get married?
You ready?
No.
Ready to jump the broom?
No. I still think it's senseless until I factor in like tax breaks and shit like that. But what I will tell you, it was a ton. I will throw a vacation for my friends and family to come show up and celebrate my love and won't need a marriage certificate to do it.
Right.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I won't need to do that. Like, yo, in front of all y'all, this my lady. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Have fun. But it was a great time, man. It was just a ton of everybody that showed up in Florida came there with the same vibe. Everybody came there like, yo. First of all, it was the third time that his wedding was postponed because of COVID.
Yep.
So he was supposed to have the wedding in 2020. Didn't work out. Got it pushed out again in 2020. Didn't work out. And now we're in 2021. Everybody's there. He still had like 185 fucking people.
Wow.
It was his family,
Is that a big
her
wedding?
family.
I don't know what a big wedding is. So is that a big wedding?
So anything over 120,
How big was the wedding party?
14 on each
That's huge.
side.
Wow. What?
That's whoa.
It was
28
out
people?
of control,
28
bro.
people. That's a huge wedding
There was
party.
so much wedding party, like they did, like the Six Flags, the fucking Six Flags ride line.
Wow.
I couldn't believe how many people. Yo, Nene wasn't even in it. There were that many people. They just kept coming out. But down there, and I will shout out Emerald City Island in Kissimmee, Florida. If you want to take a family trip, rent a house,
Yep.
and I mean multiple families, as many people as you want, that's the place to go. Because it is community down there. And we all just linked up from Wednesday to I think Sunday morning when I left. I don't know, I might have been a little bit inebriated.
Yep.
Mad love down there, bro. It was a good time. Honestly, I would not be absent from the podcast for anything less
Okay.
than the love that I was surrounded by down there.
Love it.
Yeah, it was a lot of love. What y'all do this weekend, though?
I do a Halloween party. Team New
Yo,
England.
you did a brunch and then followed it up with a Halloween party, bro?
Yeah, for the kids, Team New England. You know, partnered with the Institute to do a Halloween party for the community. Try to create a safe space for some kids to get some candy, listen to some music, chill out.
How old are these kids?
So they can beg? As
No,
we
they
was-
didn't have
Nah,
to beg.
you begging when you go to the house. I'm invited to this party.
All right.
I expect there to
We
be
had about 20
candies and
kids, but
treats.
we had about 20 kids, but it was pouring, like pouring.
Yeah.
rain. But yeah,
That's right. It was rainy that
did
night.
that Sunday. Went to my aunt's memorial service, so you know
Prayers up.
that was all day. That was all day Sunday. That was my weekend.
I'm be honest with you. That Florida weather shit they talking about, overrated, bro. Humidity, 100% exists.
Yeah,
But like, it was like 77 degrees, like 85% humidity. It wasn't pool weather. I was sweaty, but I didn't want to get in a pool. It was weird. It was fucking weird, bro.
It's Florida. It's supposed to be weird.
I'm all set. I'm not living in
Yeah,
Florida.
it is Florida.
It's Florida. It's supposed to be weird.
Yeah.
It's its own country.
Owner, is it okay if we asked about Cobb's weekend before we refer to yours?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You've been blessed.
I have. I didn't have a weekend. Man, my weekend was
Briefly and accurately.
Work and just a couple drinks.
You need another invite? Is that what you need?
Yeah. I could have used an invite.
I could have used an invite too. I wasn't doing anything.
Send me that again.
No, you got an invite last
Now
time.
that you got the hookah
Yeah,
up
but that
running.
was last time.
Oh no, I didn't invite nobody this week.
Yeah, but
That's
that
what
was
I'm saying.
that was
You'll always get
pre-fade.
the invite.
All right, that's
You
fine.
just never know if there's wings
But
That's fine.
from now on.
That's
Nah,
fine.
tell that nigga to bring his. Oh, tell the owner, may he please bring wings. But that was pre-fade.
Ask the owner.
Ask.
Ask.
Don't tell
No,
me.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
tell me.
I'm a
Ask.
supervisor.
You see how shit rolls downstream.
Yeah,
Hold
rolls
on.
down,
Wait.
like this way, I guess. The last one. This way.
You're the septic tank. You're just the pipeline.
Yeah, it's like hitting me in the face every fucking podcast. It's hitting me in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Don't try to sit here next week.
Next
Carter.
week.
Yeah, no.
We're playing musical chairs next week, bro. 100%. 100%. Playing musical chairs. You gotta get here first come, first serve. First come, first serve.
Oh shit! All right, honorable mention.
But wait, hold on, wait. I was asking you about your weekend.
Oh, I really didn't do shit.
I didn't do
was
shit
really
either.
working.
Mine's
Yeah,
just quick.
really
I didn't do shit. I was home.
I might need handyman Dave.
All right, we can talk about.
You know, right now, National Grid is ripping up the street to my house because I have a gas leak. We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah.
Hey, don't cost me shit. But I just want to make sure they put it back together. I might need Handyman Dave to come in and make sure that I ain't got no rodents and roaches running in my crib. I ain't hear about your weekend, though, Supreme Owner.
Damn, I upgraded.
owner.
Supreme owner.
SO.
I like
Supreme
it.
Owner.
I like it. I didn't do shit. Kept it low key.
You got that haircut and didn't do shit?
It was rainy all weekend. And what am I gonna do? Go out by myself? I'm like,
Yo,
I
I
already
just-
told you, I'm not going out by myself. I need somebody to go with.
I feel like you should have had that haircut and been standing out of somebody's house like, rain down on me. There's your love, your love,
How we know that one?
Rain. He blacked out on me.
I'm versatile.
I just feel like you should have been doing that.
I love.
Oh yeah, we can all dress up with each other.
Think up.
Get these songs popping.
Yeah, I'm about to be heavy Reem. All right, so we did it.
Honorable mentions.
Honorable mention. I have mine. Can I
ahead.
go down?
Yeah.
All right. So first honorable mention is going to be Irvin and Veronica. Congratulations on an incredible wedding, an incredible display of love, family. I hope that it's memorable for forever. And then I have two more. The other is Queen Sugar on Hulu. That shit is fire. Just the first episode trapped me. But more importantly, IDK. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him.
Actually, I did hear him. I listened to one of his albums.
Yo, this
don't know if he
IDK
has-
album on Apple Music right now, he got some shit, bro. And actually, his bonus track is Rain Down on Al. But yeah, IDK, Queen Sugar, Irv, Veronica.
All right, I'm gonna go with some family business. Shout out to little sis Erica. She got a candle business about to start up called Trae Essentials.
Is it gonna smell like a vagina on some Erica Badu shit, or is it like she has like tropical flavors?
Hey, go ahead, answer that question.
I don't know. Erica Badu sold a candle that smells like a vagina.
I do remember that.
What does
So did
what does a vagina? What does one vagina smell?
I don't even know what Erica Badu's vagina smells like, but oh, you know what a vagina smells like.
I know what. Never mind. You know,
You know what? Let's get out of here.
Trae
without no
Essentials.
problems.
Yeah. Shout out
Trae
to-
Essentials.
All right, Alex, what you got?
come on, the Braves. Shout out to the Braves.
Hey,
Shout
did
out.
they do the Tomahawk chant?
I said all the time.
Yeah?
I laugh at that
They can
every
do
single
that?
time.
You can
I
still do
laugh
that?
at that every single time I see in the game.
But you still root for them.
You can still do that?
They do the chant.
Honestly, the Braves name is the most politically correct name
100%.
you can have. But the Tomahawk,
But then
though?
you could do the Tomahawk chant. Hey,
You do it?
my
I
honorable
don't do
mention.
it.
Shout out to the Braves. Shout out to the Braves.
Shout out to the Braves.
Because I thought it was going to be the Astros.
Shout
I
out to
really
the
thought.
Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Vic Blendz. He's on Instagram. He's like this guy that just stops people in the middle of the street and gives them haircuts and figures out what they want to be. He's like a young guy.
That's fine.
I think he's like an influencer or something, which I'm not interested in. But what he does when he's cutting people's hair and he's asking them questions, he usually does it with like young kids around the neighborhood or whatever. He just asks the mom or the kid themselves, "Hey, do you want a haircut?" Gives them a haircut. Ask them a question.
How are the cuts, though?
That's a good
Fire.
question.
I think they're fire.
Good. You cut?
Yeah, I think they're fire. So
And now that me and Al have such low-level hair, you might be called on a little more. We don't need
yeah,
handy man.
exactly. You don't need that
We
much.
might
You don't
need-
need that much.
we
You
might
don't need
more
that much now.
short scissor Cabo.
Yeah, you need that much. That's right.
What was his name again?
Vic Blendz. One word. Yeah.
we did it again, guys.
We did it again
We did it again.
with the
guys.
star.
I'm just so happy
With
to
the
be
stars.
back. I missed
Yeah.
you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I really
I know, but
did.
you didn't listen to last week's podcast, and I'm really upset about
listened
that.
to a lot of it while I was here.
Yeah,
But not what you were supposed to
but not what you're
listen to.
supposed
So
to.
is he still on assignment?
He's definitely still on assignment.
I already figured it out.
No,
I told you my
already
3
told you.
songs.
I already told you can't use the first album, so you have to go and
Then
dig.
I don't like him that much.
That's why
That's
it's
a
your
challenge.
homework
If I
assignment.
liked him that much,
That
where I would
is your-
go through.
That is why that is your homework assignment, because your punishment. Next time,
Yo,
get your permission
all
slip.
3 songs are coming from Lasers.
All right, that's fine. That's a good album. I love that,
That is a
album.
good album.
I love that album.
That is a good album.
Him and Trae songs. Girl, I want you to
That's
know.
one.
That's one. Yeah, that's one.
That's one.
I can get you out of my.
That's
You
one.
get a verse out of there. Yeah, you can definitely get a verse out of there.
I love that
Yeah,
song.
You get a verse out of there.
Kick Push.
That's not. That's the first.
That's the first album.
Daydream.
It's the first album.
I fell asleep for flowers.
Yep.
That was.
First album.
Again, those are the only 3 songs I need from Lupe for the rest of my life.
You could do Superstar.
Sing it again.
If you are what you say you are.
Out of here. I'll take B.O.B. with Bruno Mars over that song.
What song is that one?
The fucking song. See, that's how unforgettable
What about
Lupe is.
what about Hip Hop Saved My Life?
No.
Come on, you could find a verse on Hip Hop Saved My Life.
Sorry. B.O.B. and...
That's why it's a challenge. That's why it's a challenge,
That's
right?
not a challenge. It's punishment.
Damn, I'm trying to remember
Lupe's
right now,
punishment?
but I keep
him?
hearing...
You hear him? You
it's
hear him talking about it?
definitely punishment. This is torture. Torture. And
Yo, I'm
don't
telling
get me
you.
wrong. I think he's one of the greatest lyricists of his
Bub
time.
goes missing one week. Woo! I can't wait. Bub, you better have that permission slip.
Why is it
ready?
me?
Wow.
Ready.
You know
does it
what?
mean-
You have to draft the permission slip and also include these conditions where I have to come back with a library of music I don't listen to.
Why can't Common be next?
I probably will be. I mean, I am.
I just want to give my nigga
One
a
of the
shout out real
offenders.
quick because y'all were ready to shit on me. And initially, my man said, we ain't got nothing to say about him. Thank you, bub.
I'm glad you went there because I know we got to go, but I'm glad you just went there. The reason why
Why
you
we gotta go?
All right, fine, fair enough. The reason why you got shitted on last week, I had zero intent on doing anything until the instigator got into my ear and said something.
It didn't take much.
Oh, so
You're right. It didn't take much.
So you went
But
from
you did say
owner to
something.
puppet.
No, so what I said, I said, you're going to shit on Reem? He said, oh, that's the plan.
I'm
That's
ready
exactly
now.
what you said.
I'm ready now.
That's it. He put the battery in my back.
Hey, look here for those that's watching. All right, this
No accountability.
Reem is
None.
the Eddie Kane,
Yeah, like, follow,
David
comment, share.
Ruffin. This motherfucker right here. All right, y'all think that y'all think y'all go ahead without Eddie Kane?
Nights like this,
Talk about it, Reem. Talk about it.
raindrop.
Get your
What?
goddamn money out.
Like, follow, comment, share.
Fuck with us.
Fuck with us.
Yes, sir.
Growing Pains Pod on Cash App.
Yes, sir.
Support our growth.
$,
And we out.
Yep.
Love it, bruv.
Peace.
That was fun.